an energy-saving way to make perfect boiled eggs. William Hovey Smith, 2025. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And as you might suspect from my book covers, particularly backyard deer hunting, I cook. And I also cook outdoor things, game and fish and this sort of stuff. And along the way, we make some occasional discoveries. And I believe that I have found a way to use less energy to produce boiled eggs that you peel cleanly almost every time. And we discovered this quite accidentally. What the technique is, we have a small boiler here, and you put your eggs in the boiler and you boil them for 2 minutes. And then you turn the pan down to simmer. So it's just at 212 degrees. And you let it sit there for a period of time, say 15 minutes. Then you set the pan aside, allow them to cool, and then you proceed to crack them and take the shells off. And so this is one of the eggs that we used. And this is a commercial egg. So commercial eggs are probably about, a week old before you see them in the store. So these are old eggs. And you see how beautifully this is cleaning. Well, one egg. So, this could go and do your devil's egg. This could go and do pickled eggs. I like to keep a few pickled eggs around because I can eat them anytime. And so that's one. You just roll off the shell with the fingers. Once you get them going, very quick, very clean. Three. So, the store-bought eggs did 3 for 3. Now, these brown eggs, on the other hand, these are from the wild, so to speak. These are free-range chickens belonging to a friend of mine. They're a little smaller, of course. And so these were fresh, and they've been in my refrigerator for a week. So these have also been aged. They were cooked using the same method in the same boiler, not exactly in the same water, but near as I could do it, and treated the same way. So how will these do? The shells are tougher. May need a little help here. Get them started. Let's see if these will slide off like the others did. It's taking more time, but yeah, it worked. So, one. This one feels like it came from the same hen. Yeah, it's coming off very easily. I'm bringing you up closer now so you can see exactly the technique I'm using. You want to make sure that the shell is well crackled. You want to start here at the top, that's easiest. If you can get a piece off there and get your thumb under that membrane. And once you do, just rotate it. Well, almost 100%. Took off a minuscule piece down there at the bottom. Well, that's not too bad. So, if you want to put out some fancy eggs, this is a way to go about it and save energy. Now, the usual thing that chefs do is they have 3 dozen eggs to do a night. So they put them and they boil them, and then they plunge them in ice water, and I mean ice water. And then they peel them. Well, it obviously takes energy to make the ice, as well as to boil the eggs. So this is an energy-saving method that can work. Now, will it work with your eggs that you've got in your fridge right now? I don't know. Try it and see. It works for me in this case in almost every case. So none of these eggs are terrible. But, yeah, this one you'd probably want to just eat right now. But otherwise, yeah, they're doing fine. And yes, they are done all the way through. So you see. On the writing front, we have made some real progress. Now, this includes not only my book, Using AI to Make Your Own Job Anytime, Anywhere, at Any Age, but I have a screenplay, The Buzzard Squadron 2, that's been accepted for a prestigious table read at a film festival in Atlanta. Now, what in the world is a table read? Well, in a table read, what in best circumstances happens, if you have actors and producers, and they sit around a table, and they take different parts of the script, and they read them. So the author has the chance to find out what his screenplay really sounds like. Now, hopefully the actors can get somewhat in character and voice their characters, and this enables the writer to realize, well, maybe that particular sentence wasn't quite right. Or, on the other hand, they may find characters are wrong. The author used the wrong name for that particular character. It didn't work. Or a scene was left out. Or words were left out of a passage of dialogue, and the dialogue as delivered really didn't make sense. So all of these things can be wound up and found out in a good table read. So the author can go back and improve his script, and hopefully get something that's more nearly producible and saleable in the marketplace. Because that's what this is all about. Ultimately, selling your scripts and seeing them made into film, which is a very long shot indeed. Now, table reads can be of different qualities. If you sit around with your friends and buddies and do a table read, they may tell you what you want to hear, but not necessarily the truth. So you want people who will be honest. The quality of the table read depends muchly on the quality of the readers. Meaning that if you have a bunch of people who don't really know what they're doing, or are very inexperienced in this business, or brand new to it altogether, they may read the lines, but not near as effectively as a professional would do it, or someone who's been in the industry longer. So table reads can be of different quality. You will get notes from table reads, and you will maybe even get an audio copy. If you don't have an audio copy, you should make one, because this is the first time you may have a chance to hear your dialogue. But guess what? AI can do table reads for you too. Yes, ChatGPT, if you ask it to, will summarize your screenplay. They will highlight the main characters. They will trace the character arcs. They will tell you whether they're effective or not. If prompted correctly, he will even tell you which characters need more development, which are too strongly developed, and what scenes are really don't do much for the movie and should probably be eliminated. Plus, they will actually read the script audibly. So you can actually hear your table read, but it will all be done typically in one voice right at the moment with the AI program I happen to be using. Now there are more sophisticated ones. Well, multiple voices will be added and can be added. And so you could produce a table read kind of thing. In short, you could produce a radio program having AI-generated voices read your characters. And that's being done right now. Not by me, but it is being done. So, that's a skinny on table read. Now you can join a readers group and you'll read 10 pages a day. And some of these groups are excellent and some not so much. What you get out of it depends very much on the quality of the readers. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.